relative to this draft, Andrew Berry has to absolutely have a really good draft, or the seat is hot and maybe exploding on fire if he does not.
Oh yeah, yeah, and he's had so many mid-round misses, and that's where you build up the depth of your team. That's where you don't have to pay for free agents, and he's not done very well there, unfortunately, and strikes at a variety of positions. So he needs to hit these, especially if they do move Miles. You've got to make those picks. They've got to be good ones right away. You can obviously have a developmental player with your middle round pick and any late round pick that you get, but they need to at least show some progress that there's a chance that they will be a good contributor down the road fairly quickly. But if you're getting first round picks, whoever you're taking it to and whoever you're taking at wherever you trade them to, those have to be impact players right away. And if they're not, I think then AB loses the Miles Garrett trade right away, regardless of how it plays out in 2026, 2027. He's got to do it good this year for sure.
All right. So in talking, I agree. We both agreed the Browns need some wide receiver help. It has not been a strength of Andrew Berry. Take a look at this, and this is what we're talking about. These are wide receivers that he's drafted, along with the round they've been drafted in. So Donovan Peoples-Jones in the 6th round was a pretty good one. That was in 2020. Anthony Schwartz in the 3rd was not good. That was awful. David Bell has not been productive. Michael Woods has been hurt. He's intriguing a little bit. Cedric Tillman has been hurt, did flash a little bit, and we just didn't see enough of Jamari Thrash. Passing league, without question. I don't think anybody would argue that. We haven't had a quarterback, and we haven't had a big play wide receiver that we've drafted. That's a problem.
Yeah, and now Amari Cooper's gone, so you really don't have that. Obviously, Jerry Jeudy's a great place to start, but you've got to get better receivers for whoever your quarterback's going to be, and we wish we knew who that was going to be. But it would be nice to get him a legit playmaker. And that list, gosh, I remember coming on the show and talking about Anthony Schwartz, and I was very excited about him at the time. Going into that draft, and that didn't work out. So none of us are perfect on this, but this is a decent year to need a look. I don't think they're taking a wide receiver with their first pick. I don't think they're taking it with their second pick. They could if a guy like Emeka Egbuka falls, but you're looking at again 3rd round, 4th round, 5th round picks is where they're probably going to be taking those wide receivers. And there's some guys that you can find this year that can help there. Just actually took some notes. Let me read them off here. If you are going early, Matthew Golden out of Texas is another one. Probably would need to be your 2nd round pick. Good player. Really clicked and played a lot better as the season went on. So he's one to look at. And he's a playmaker. Tez Johnson, if you want tiny, he's about 160 pounds. Can't cover him. Was down in Mobile all last week. He wasn't covered once. But again, he's 160 pounds. You want to go the other direction? Jaden Higgins from Iowa State is 220. Big guy, plays very big, but always open in the red zone, always open if the quarterback can see him because of the way he goes. Jack Besh, TCU, former tight end, was the MVP of the Senior Bowl last week. Another guy, really subtle in his route running, not necessarily going to wow you with athleticism, but he catches the ball reliably. That's another thing with Higgins. Tired of people dropping the ball. He dropped 4 passes in 300 attempts in college. So there's some guys that you can find in this draft. And even later, a guy like Ja'Cory Brooks, who I happen to love, coming out of Louisville, look, it didn't work out at his prior stop. Really, like, he was the focal point of their offense this year and still made plays all the time. That's kind of what you want from one of your wide receivers. He's got a little bit of a consistency issue, but it's time to hit on a mid-round receiver. AB, let's do it.